sanctuary for you.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you all for being here in person and online. I was thinking about the joy that we're supposed to have during the month of Adar and how hard it has been to find it, especially in our community currently with a big loss that we are experiencing. But even today, when we were all so sad remembering Sue, there was lots of joy to see in her house as her family and friends came together to remember her and to share stories. There was laughter and there was smiling, and that was the love that she left behind. And so even in these times of sadness, we can still find a little nugget of joy. Maybe we can carry that with us throughout this service as we remember Sue today. In our prayer books, we're going to start on page 6. May the door of the synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love, all who are lonely for friendship. May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, and hopes to nurture. May the door of the synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy, and timidity. May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet. May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness. May the synagogue be, for all who enter, the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life. Continue on page 2 with the lighting of our candles. We're honored to have Rabbi Benjamin Altshuler join us for the lighting. Thank you. It's a new box. It's okay. See?
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Thank you. If you're able to take a moment to relax, perhaps uncross your arms and legs, take some deep breaths, and settle in for a brief meditation. Imagine you are living in the time of Sarah Imenu. See yourself as a guest in Sarah's tent of healing. It is Erev Shabbat. See yourself lighting Shabbat candles with her, and see yourself extending your arms, making circles of light to bring the external light of the candle flames inside you. Envision your hands glowing with a pure, white, radiant light. As you hold your hands over your eyes, see this light flowing to your eyes, to your face, and your head. See how your entire being is filled with the light of these candles. See yourself as a body of light. Now imagine a stream of light flowing from you to all those around you. Now see this light flow around them, wrapping them in a garment of pure light. Envision this beautiful light bringing the peace and wholeness that is Shabbat. Like Sarah Imenu, you are illuminated with light from within. Hold on to these images as you now become aware once more of your breath and the boundaries of your body. As you take a few deep breaths, become aware of the rise and fall of your chest. Become aware once more of your presence in this room. And then, whenever you are ready, gently and slowly open your eyes. We'll continue on page 20. Page 22, at the indent, Tzadik Katamar.
Tzadik Katamar yifrach ke'erez Malvanon yizkeh shetulim bebeit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yavrichu od yenuvu l'seva teshenim v'ra'ananim yehiyu lehagid ki yashar Adonai tzuri v'lo avlatabo.
Page 27. Teach me, O God, a blessing, a prayer, on the mystery of a withered leaf, on ripened fruit so fair, on the freedom to see, to sense, to breathe, to know, to hope, to despair. Teach my lips a blessing, a hymn of praise, as each morning and night you renew your days. Lest my day be today as the one before, lest routine set my ways.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
אמן.
בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם עולמי עלמיה. יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמא ואמרו אמן.
Page 29. O God, you are as near as the very air we breathe, yet farther than the farthermost star. We yearn to reach you. We seek the light and warmth of your presence. Though we say you are near, we are lonely and alone. Oh, let our desire be so strong that it will tear the veil that keeps you from our sight. Let your light release our darkness and reveal the glory and joy of your presence. Please rise to the Barchu on the facing page. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, v'chochma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna mishane itim, umechalif et hazmanim, umesader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem b'rakira kirtzono, borei yom v'layla, goel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom u'mevi layla, uma'avdil ben yom uvein layla, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El Chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim. Page 33. wisdom and wonder, passion and instruction, story and symbol. All these things your Torah gives to us. And the more we devote ourselves to it, the more it grows and gives. What could be a truer token of your abiding love than this holiest of your works, and the living language that gives it form? Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. Please be seated.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Page 39. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again, we overcame oppressive forces. Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed. Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
Adonai, Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael.
Continue on page 43 with a prayer for peace as we lie down.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkiveinu leshalom. Ve'hamidenu, shomreinu lechayim. Ufros aleinu, sukkah shlomecha. Hashkiveinu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkiveinu leshalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
Continue on page 45.
Thought has blown the marketplace away. There is a song on the wind, joy in the trees. Shabbat has arrived in the world, scattering a song in the silence of the night, and eternity utters a day, and eternity utters a day. Na 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 na. It repeats. Na 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 na.
Please rise.
Adonai, Svatai, Svatai Tivta, Ufi, Yagid Tehilatecha. Adonai, Svatai, Svatai Tivta, Ufi, Yagid Tehilatecha. Na 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 na. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechaye hakol atah Rav le'oshia. Mahashiv haruach umorid hagashem. Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechaye hakol berachamim rabim. Somech noflim berafei cholim, umatir asurim, umekayem emunato lishenei afar, michamacha ba'al gevurot, umidol melech, melech memit umechayeh, umatzmiach Yeshua, v'na'eman atah l'chayot hakol. Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kadoshim b'chol yom yehalelu chasela. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el hakadosh.
Please be seated. Continue on page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Page 57. We can read together at the bottom of the page. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, in our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otcha levadcha, b'yirah na'avod. Page 59. God of goodness, we give thanks for the gift of life, wonder beyond words, for the awareness of soul, our light within, for the world around us, so filled with beauty, for the richness of the earth, which day by day sustains us. For all these and more, we offer thanks. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. We take time for personal reflection and silent prayer.
Ose shalom.
offer a prayer for Israel, page 259. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen. We think of those in our own community who are in need of healing. This week, we are praying for Annie, Barbara Becker, Joe Crane, Carol DeVore, Beth Fodel, Howard Katz, Carol Binovowitz, Yisrael Ben Shlomo, Jim Silverman, Jim Stegman, Tracy Taub, Gloria Zetak, and Dan Zimmerman. If you have any names to add or correct, I encourage you to do so. And we think of those in the hospitals, nursing homes, and rehab facilities who have no one to say a prayer of healing for them, and we offer this on their behalf. Page 253. Moving here was quite the whirlwind. I didn't have a ton of time to find a place to live, to say goodbye to friends and coworkers in Wisconsin, and to pack up all of our things. Miraculously, we were able to buy a house within 1 week, doing virtual tours and my little knowledge of the area. Thankfully, our realtor was excellent. We took a chance and closed on our house before I signed my contract. Looking back on the situation, it seems like a very bold move, but it all worked out. I came here on my own without Benjamin a couple weeks ahead of time, and I settled into the empty house with no furniture and a couple days' clothing. I felt a bit overwhelmed and lost, looking around the empty space. It was such a big space, and it felt daunting to me to be in such a big space by myself. During my time alone, I began to think about all the days and months ahead. The future was so unknown. Moving into this house began a process of jumping into the unknown. But it also started the process of building a new life. With the emptiness came newness. The wooden floors and pale walls were waiting to be full of paintings and memories. The corners waiting for chairs and lamps. The whole space was waiting for us to make it our own, to make it a home. As the days passed, the home slowly became a physical representation of the things that are important to us: family, Judaism, education, and the outdoors. but under the couch, chairs, tables, and beds remained something else: laughter, light, safety, comfort, holiness, imperfection, growth, and wonder. It was the combination of the physical representation of us and the important characteristics which we aspire to embody that made our new space a sanctuary, a center, and the perfect home for us. In our Torah portion this week, the Israelites are given precise instructions on how to build a sanctuary, a home for God. The sanctuary or Mishkan is a subject of detail. From the gold and silver offerings to the crimson wool and goat hair to the acacia wood, precision is key to create a sanctuary for God to dwell in their midst. And this building will be the place to bring people together, the place to form a connection with others at all times. All the pieces are needed to complete the sanctuary, to make it a perfect home, to inspire holiness and serenity. Moshe David Cassuto, an Italian rabbi of the 20th century, argued that so long as they were encamped in the place, they were conscious of God's nearness. But once they set out on their journey, it seemed to them as though the link had been broken. Unless they are in their midst, a tangible symbol of God's presence among them. It was the function of a tabernacle to serve as such a symbol. Before the blueprints are laid out for the Mishkan, the Israelites are asked to volunteer to give an offering of gold and silver. Terumah, the namesake of our portion, literally means something set apart, a gift, or an offering. They are asked to make a contribution, an amount that they feel is right to the building plan. And they gave whatever their heart inspired them to give. Another interpretation is with each gift, each person is building an individual sanctuary for God within his or her heart. Throughout the book of Exodus, Moses is given commands to rule over the people. He has the opportunity to embody the Kabbalistic or mystical term of tzimtzum, or self-restraint. He creates space for others to lead and to build, to be partners of creation. This process gives the people motivation and inspiration. The most important, they are imbued with confidence. For when there is a good leader, the people say, the leader did it. When there is a great leader, the people say, we did it ourselves. Not only are the people given a chance to make something of themselves, but the leader is able to be constructive. The leader realizes an important principle. The leader does not do the work on behalf of the people. Rather, he or she teaches the people how to do the work themselves. In doing so, Moses allowed each person to become close to God. The Hebrew root, shin chaf nun, means dwelling and neighbor. God asks the Israelites to build a sanctuary to dwell in, and through building this space, one can become close with God just as one might be with his or her neighbors. The people close to us become the ones we turn to in need of support. A space that is close to God and to others is a home, for it is devoted to serving your needs and desires. It is a place where one can be his or her true and private self. In this portion, the verb la'asot, meaning to do or to make or create, is used 248 times, corresponding to the alleged 248 limbs of human beings and the 248 positive commandments in the Torah. And so the people put every fiber of their being into this creation, and they imbued themselves with the holiness of God's commandments to construct this home. The divine presence was not just in the building, but it rested in its builders. The sanctuary could be created, but it could not be completed until the people sought to live their lives in entirety according to the Torah. The book of Exodus is largely about the birth of a nation. Its chapters rest on complaints of the Israelites as they journey farther from Egypt and deeper into the wilderness. The Israelites cry to God in starvation, in thirst, and in regret. As they have complained, they have been solely dependent on God's graces. They have been passive recipients of God's miracles. This portion, however, stands in stark contrast to when the Israelites ceased complaining and instead pour all their energy into building a home for God. They realize that they can transform themselves through this construction, through teamwork. And so the central theme of Exodus becomes, it is what we do for others, not what others or what God does for us. The people become architects of their destiny, and they become responsible human beings capable of collaboration. We are all waiting for a community to be built for us. We are all in search of a home, and we are all looking for connection. It is only through the creation of a home that we can find that piece of sacredness. The construction of the Mishkan demanded 18 physical substances, representing a cross-section of resources of the physical universe and human resources. The number 18 is, of course, significant in Judaism. It is the number that corresponds to the Hebrew word chai, meaning life. Each brick and thread gave the sanctuary life. Holiness was in each step the builders took together to produce a beautiful gathering space. Each step of the building process was dedicated to the service of God, filling each person with the essence of God. In the same way, each person is dedicated to being part of the growth of this community, and each person works to complete the puzzle that is Temple Kol Ami. All of you give this community life. Each of you are dedicated to working together as a team to create a culture, a life, and a home for all to join. May this sacred home continue in days to come. Shabbat Shalom. We rise for the Aleinu on page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'tet gidulol yotzer b'reshit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu kemishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, u'mishachavim u'modim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'ne'emar, v'haya Adonai, lemelech al kol ha'aretz, bayom ha'hu, yiyeh Adonai echad, u'shemo
Please be seated. Page 290. Why should I wish to see God better than this day? I see something of God in each hour of the 24, and each moment then, in the faces of men and women, I see God, and in my own face in the glass. I find letters from God dropped in the street, and everyone is signed by God's name. And I leave them where they are, for I know that wheresoever I go, others will punctually come forever and ever. We think of those who have passed away in recent days and weeks in our community. We are remembering Michael Kelmanson and Sue Farber. And we think of those who have passed away in this season in years past. We're remembering Herman Abramson, William Ahrens, Joseph Brooks, Charles Dodge, Ruth Dodge, Jack Ector, Esther Faber, Ruth Finkel, Emma Friedman, Celia Friedman, Sylvia Golden, Pauline Gorman, Max Isley, Murray Jackson, Harry Katzman, Gloria Little, Frank Schechter, Joseph Schechter, and Ben Schottenfels. If you have any names to add or correct, I encourage you to do so. And we rise in solidarity for the Mourner's Kaddish, page 294. It gadal v'it kadash shemei rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirtei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyamechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabbah mivarach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shemei d'kudasha barichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya. V'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen. Please be seated. Alan Wormser is going to offer some announcements. Thank you so much.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you to our ushers and our stream team. Henry, thank you. Join us tomorrow morning, February 17th at 10:30 a.m. as Finn Leary is called to the Torah as Bar Mitzvah. The congregation is invited to join the Leary family for lunch and to dance the Hora following the service. Finn is collecting gently used or new yoga mats in honor of his Bar Mitzvah to be given to homeless people. They will be very stretchy people. There is a basket in the TK lobby for the collection. It will be available for drop-off until February 28th. Join us for Engagement Weekend, February 23rd through the 25th, another opportunity for you to get to know Rabbi Natalie Shribman. Refer to your weekly email or our website for the details. Members are encouraged to bring non-member guests. Tuesday, February 27th at 3:30 p.m. is the next meeting of our lively current events group led by David Heiger. Participants have the option to join online. Please email the office to register. The current events group will meet every other Tuesday from 3:30 to 4:30 here at Temple Kol Ami. TK will be hosting a trivia night on Zoom. This will take place on Wednesday, February 28th at 7 p.m. You can call or email the office to get the Zoom link. Our first Friday Shabbat dinner is coming soon. We will meet at the new Mandarin Garden following 6 p.m. services on Friday, March 1st. All are welcome to join us. I recommend the green beans. Join us for our next Bagels and Basic on Sunday, March 3rd at 10:30. The topic is going to be a discussion on sleep and sleep deprivation with guest speaker and member Detroit Stephen Fisher. If you have any questions about the above events or to RSVP, please contact the Temple office. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
And these are very pretty flowers wherever they came from.
Can you stay for Melissa?
Sure.
In honor of Finn's bar mitzvah. The flowers were in honor of Finn's bar mitzvah.
Awesome. Thank you, Mary.
Continue on page 5 with Kiddush and Motzi.
I was worried these candles were
We raise the cup in thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. וקיימנו במצוותיו ורצבנו, ושבת קודשו באהבה וברצון הנחילנו, זיכרון למעשה וראשית, כי הוא יום תחילה למקראי קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת. אמן. לחיים. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, המוציא לחם מן הארץ. Amen.
Thank you so much, Alan. We're going to share with everyone. Fantastic. Our closing song is Shalom Aleichem. This song reminds us of the angels that accompany each person home from synagogue on Shabbat. We also think of the cherubim that are built in our Torah portion as a symbol of these angels as well. Page 323.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzeitem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi-Melech Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
May you feel whole, knowing you are enough. May you feel confident, knowing you are prepared. May you feel calm, knowing the storm will pass. And may you feel at peace, knowing you are loved. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
There is oneg and treats in the lobby. Please join us.